it going?
Oh, okay. I guess, sorry. I was going to give a warning. Yeah, it's going good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Was Alex here? No?
No, Alex is going on vacation tomorrow morning, so he had to jump off. Gawain, hey, how's it going? I know you're also looking at the protocol, so nice to see you here.
Yeah.
All right. So
I can give some updates if you want.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, go for it. Kick it off.
Yeah, okay. So this week we almost finished generating our TypeScript client. It means that we will have, I hope soon, some SDK, JS SDK, TypeScript SDK. And I think it will make our protocol much more easier to use,
I'm really glad to hear that because I enjoy working with TypeScript interfaces.
Yeah, TypeScript is very, very good. So yeah, what I can give you maybe a little information what will be there. So it will be like you will be able to execute any action. I mean, mint, transfer, create a contract, anything that can be done on Rarible, but you will be able to do this without knowing any information about contracts and now about ABA, about anything of this. So we would like to close this in and abstract this into the SDK. So actually, we see pretty clear picture how to do it, and I think it will be good for everyone. And for so Rarible frontends, I mean Rarible.com will use it too. So I think it's a great way. Will be a great SDK.
Is there a timeline at all for that?
No, I can't say exactly about timeline, but I don't know. I will try to start it.
Might have lost.
The suspense.
Yeah. What isn't there another proposal that was going to be working on a JavaScript SDK?
Deorg flopped on that one. The developer working on it. Well, I shouldn't say this on our public.
Well, until Eugene comes back, I will say, you know, it's just the nature of engineering, but I'll be salty that we complete all of our integration just as the new TypeScript API comes online.
I know, right?
Yeah, but
yeah,
I've been doing engineering for about 15 years now. That's just the nature of things.
I say, yeah, all this stuff would have been super helpful. But yeah.
Well, now you guys know a lot more than other teams who are going to be coming along. So
fascinating. Yeah.
So I guess
yeah, I had a couple of questions, but I'll probably have to wait for Eugene to get back.
Yeah. Hopefully his phone didn't die or something like that.
What time is it over there for them?
Oh, probably late. Let's see. I got a message here, Eugene. Connection problem. Okay. Time in Moscow.
Yeah, because I'm always surprised that we do this on Friday and it's probably late for them. It's like I wouldn't be jumping on a Friday night.
9:30. I know. I definitely have at least a drink or two.
Yeah.
Hey, Eugene.
So yeah. Hey again. Sorry, yeah, some connection problems here.
No, no worries.
Yeah, I don't know where I got disconnected. I was telling that
You were talking about the
something-
timeline.
yeah, something will be available. I mean, basic actions like sell, I mean, buy and, for example, make bid and take bid, I hope will be available in 2 weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, there are much more actions. For example, yeah, mint, transfer, and many more. Yeah, also next week we planned many activities on integrating Polygon and Flow. It means we have some dedicated teams to do this. I mean, to do separate research and development on Flow, for example. And the next week we'll be discussing exact way to integrate with the protocol. So
Okay,
I
so
hope,
is the plan to allow lazy minting for Flow and Polygon?
No, there is a other situation because Polygon and Flow are much cheaper, and maybe lazy minting is not needed there. So
Okay.
I think that will be like regular mint on Flow. So it won't be a problem with such fees like on Flow and on Polygon.
Would Flow also have royalties or no?
Royalties? Did you say royalties?
Yeah,
Sorry.
like maybe this is a naive question, but would royalties still work if I mint on Flow? Is there a standard for royalties on Flow?
I don't think there is a standard for this, but I think we implement this for our contracts now on Flow. So we have some contracts there, I mean, on testnet. And as I know, there are royalties. So,
Got it.
but there is no standard. And also, for example, there is no such thing like ERC 1155 on Flow. There are regular NFTs like 71. That's.
Are they all one of one on Flow?
What?
Are they all one of one on Flow?
Yeah, one of one. Yeah, only.
Okay.
I will say your team is very brave because I will say that we tried to build a minting system for Flow and gave up kind of halfway because the APIs were really underbaked in a lot of places. And we found a lot of technical difficulties. So I will be very pleased to be able to support minting tokens on Flow through Rarible protocols, so we don't have to do that work ourselves.
Yeah, actually, we have some like MVP there. So there is minting. It works. I think that buy and sell also works there. So currently we are thinking how to integrate all this together, and it's a difficult thing. So probably next week we'll come to a good solution. Maybe not, but yeah, we are going in that direction.
Cool. So yeah, I have a couple of questions. These aren't related necessarily to Flow, but is there an update on the issue where royalties are not being paid out on the first sale?
Yeah. Actually, we fixed this, but did not deploy contracts yet.
Okay.
I think the next week will be like offsite. I can't guarantee that we'll deliver next week, but yeah,
Okay.
it will be like soon.
Okay, and then Do you also plan on updating the collection/contracts that you can create in the UI on Rarible.com to support lazy minting?
Yes, sure. But yeah, sure, we are gonna do it. I think that will come after we implement JS SDK, because it will depend on it. And so we don't do this work twice. We'll first implement on JS SDK. But yeah, as I see it now, maybe it will come a little bit. So yeah, it will come for sure, but I don't know exactly when. I think it's a matter of a month or so.
Okay, cool. And then my last question, this has been around kind of like reliability on the API. We've been getting a lot of intermittent issues where like we'll get 500 errors from trying to prepare orders. And it's just like really randomly, we'll just try it again and it works. So it's just, do you have any updates on like that, or is there anything we can do to ensure reliability?
Yeah, actually we have some monitoring of this and we see all these errors. I think that we already fixed some of them.
Okay.
But not every. So yeah, we are going that direction, and we are fixing it. Yeah, we have. So yeah, it will be fixed. I think soon.
Cool. And then did you guys also?
I missed the first part of his answer on when the first time minting royalties would be fixed, or is that fixed now?
He said he. Oh, you can go ahead.
Yeah, it's fixed in the source code, but not yet deployed.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think it will be fixed in. I'm sure it will be fixed in 2 weeks for sure, but not next week because too much work there planned.
Is there a way that we could be informed once it's deployed? That's a very important feature to know and to test and plan for.
Yeah, sure. I can write in developer Discord part. I mean, channel. Okay.
Cool.
Yep, that works.
Is there, I mean, do you guys have release notes, Eugene, for the protocol, or like maybe it'd be worth having a channel dedicated for that?
Yeah, sure. It's a good idea. We have like internal this kind of, but yeah, it's not yet automated, and we'll think with the team how to do it better. Okay. Yeah, it's of course is a good idea and should be implemented. Just didn't have time to do this.
Cool.
Brody, did you were mentioning when we were first on the call, like your question around like what fee to implement on the front end?
Oh yeah, yeah, Eugene, are there best practices around where to, for like a platform like us, that you recommend utilizing the different origin fees versus royalties to make sure that we get paid out our fees regardless of where it's sold, since we're not implementing a marketplace ourselves? Like, would you recommend royalties or would you recommend origin fees?
Origin fees is only for those who create orders. So if you're not a marketplace, then you can't use it. You can if you only let users to mint, then you can only use royalties.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But on Coco NFT, they also list it for sale at a certain price, right?
That's a creating the sell order, but not creating the buy order.
When you create the sell order, can't you set a fee there?
Yeah, if you create a sell order, you can put origin fee there.
Okay. I thought it was just on the buy order. Okay.
No, it's both actually. So, for example, if one creates a sell order on the one platform, yeah, and this platform sets origin fee there, and the user sees this NFT on the other platform, and this other platform puts other origin fee. So both origin fees are respected, but one is on top of the price and the other is on the bottom side. It means that buyer will pay more than the price, yeah, and the seller will get less than he actually said. So if origin fee, for example, is 2%, then seller will get 98%.
And do all marketplaces that support Rarible's royalties also support the origin fees as well? Like, will that automatically just work?
Yeah, it just works. So if you put origin fee and royalties, yeah, they just work.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the difference would be that if they're minting on Coco NFT and setting an origin fee of like 2%, that would you'd only collect that 2% on the first sale. Right? The secondary sale, someone would list it on Rarible.com, and Rarible.com would get the sell side fee and the buy side fee. So if you want to monetize the secondary sales, then it'd be through the royalty.
Yep. Or if we do our marketplace eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. If you do your marketplace eventually, then you can capture both the buy and the sell for secondary sales. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's good to know.
Jonathan or Gawain, any questions from you guys?
No questions right now.
Yeah, no questions from me either.
Eugene, I have a question for you. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this, but you know, we've been talking internally about like an app mining program and having you know, similarly to how we reward a Rari to buyers and sellers on Rarible.com, reward incentivizing app developers with Rari rewards based on the sales that they generate. I guess I was thinking like for apps like Mintgate and Coco NFT, how are we going to keep track of the sales that are generated from those platforms? And do they have to add anything on their end to make sure that we can, you know, keep track of all that when we do our weekly rewards?
We can reward them by tracking origin address if they put it on sale, yeah. But the other, yeah, there is origin fee, and there are two parts: address and the fee. But currently we can't track where it was created. I mean, there is no separation of such things. So probably also we can, for example, set up different collections for such apps. So for example, Coco NFT will use its separate collection, and every sale that is every deal that is for NFT from this collection can be counted. I think that's the way. So we can track all this and calculate and yeah, do the payouts.
I wonder, like, what do you guys think about like, say there's royalty, like, let's say Coco NFT mints 100,000 NFTs and there's a ton of secondary sales on Rarible.com. Like, should we have Rari rewards for those secondary sales, you know, based on the royalties? I wonder if we can just
Yeah.
look at the fees from the different applications.
Or, I mean, one way we could easily track of where it was created if you guys start handing out actual API keys, then you can like have an API key dedicated for specific people. That would be one way to keep track of all the calls.
Yeah, sure. We should add API keys, but yeah, I was thinking about storing it on chain, but yeah, I think it's not necessary. So yeah, another way to track this is by royalties. Yeah, so I don't know why I didn't think of it, but yeah, it's an obvious way. So we can, for example, Coco NFT sets royalties, and it sets their address, yeah, as a royalty receiver. We can track this too.
Yeah.
So Eric, yeah,
And
it's like you said, we can track fees paid out, and yeah, count these fees and.
Right. Maybe it's just proportional to the fees, right? Like if
Yeah.
we just
Yeah,
give rewards
something like
on the fees.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's proportional to the fees, would that incentivize platforms to just rake in higher fees?
I mean, why not? You can do that. Users won't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your users will go away probably.
Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah. I guess the only other thing is like some artists have royalties, so then they would probably be included in the payout. But maybe that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, well, one question I have around, I guess, royalties and like how you guys display them on Rarible.com. I noticed like you have like that little badge that says like, oh, 10% goes to the creator if there's a 10% royalty. But is there an easy way to see in the UI a breakdown of like if you have multiple royalties of where those go?
No, currently it's not possible, but it will be.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, what will come in future, this feature, and also will be like multiple creator feature. So it means collaborations and all of this, because it's supported on the protocol, but not yet on the website.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to get pretty important, I'd imagine. I mean, I'd imagine at some point there's going to be like, 10 different fees from like, like maybe there's a fee from one app and the creators and the, I'd imagine we'll need to display that properly. Okay, super cool. If there's no more questions, we can just end it. Thanks, guys. Have a happy, good weekend, Eugene, and enjoy your trip. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You too. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Eric, do you have a moment to coordinate? I dropped you a message in Discord. Did you still want to meet up today?
Yeah, let me just stop recording here.